Yeah, I'm back, bitch. YSP. It's safe to say, it ain't safe to say. But I'm about to say a whole lot.
What's good, bro? What's happening?
Hannon.
They're like, who? Oh, he's back again, back again.
Man, back like I never left, man. It's been a dog, but I appreciate you having me on, man.
Man, like I said, we started this thing together, bro. So it's only right, bro. It's only right.
Yeah, shout out all the listeners out there, flavoring your ear fans. Got something special for y'all tonight.
Yes, man. So, like he said, flavoring your ear. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, go and listen to episode 21. I probably made an announcement about how we were going to come a little bit different. I had some new things in store. First, one of them things is visuals. So we're trying to expand. We're trying to reach new audiences. So you get to see us today. You get to, for what I'm trying to present, I think it's only right that you guys can actually see it instead of just being someone to hear it. Like we typically do, we want to see it. So it's all about expansion, it's all about growth, and I'm so excited what we got today. So if you haven't already, go and follow the Instagram at Flavor in Your Ear. That's FLAVR in your ear. Go and follow me at Drew Wop on Instagram, and go and click the links to the YouTube, the Patreon, Twitter pages, the Cash Apps. We got it. We coming. We growing. We doing it, baby. And I'm excited to bring it, boy.
Man, my boy done got a Cash App now, Patreon, YouTube.
Bro, I say if I'm gonna take breaks, I gotta come back, do a little different. I gotta at least level up each time, bro.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So yeah, man, let's get straight into this. This one here, we're gonna talk about Antonio Brown, and I'm gonna get straight into it. If you an OG follower of the podcast, you know that me and Tay, we used to talk about Antonio Brown at the height of all the controversy. So let's see if I can share my screen and get it popping. My computer breathing like a motherfucker though. So hopefully it works out and the quality's good. So all right. So like I said, me and Tay personally was living through the times when Antonio Brown was, one would say, wilding out, being very tumultuous in the locker room, causing controversy, just in the news for all the wrong reasons, right? However,
it seemed like every week Antonio Brown was mentioned in some way or another in segment.
Yeah, and it wasn't for football either. So, diving into this, I said that I was doing some research onto him, and I wanted to call this the rise, the fall, and the rise again because, reading into him, I kind of got to touch into who he is as a person, how he came up, and this isn't one to bash him. Unfortunately, the controversy is the meat. It's the meat of this whole thing. So that's gonna be the interesting part. But yeah, like we just gonna talk about the life of Antonio Brown and how we got to where we are today. So let's go and get this thing started. Can you hear me? Are we good? Can you hear my computer breathing?
No, I can't hear your computer.
Okay.
I can hear you fine though.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Hopefully everything work out. All right. So Antonio Brown, man. Let's get straight into it, man. Antonio Brown, a son of the legendary Arena Football Eddie Touchdown Brown from Liberty City, Miami. Two-star athlete that participated in both football and track and field in high school. When he was playing football, he played as the running back, quarterback, wide receiver, and punt returner. Unfortunately, by his senior year, Antonio Brown was kicked out the house by his mother and pretty much spent the last 6 months. Well, spent 6 months homeless and couch surfing and sleeping in cars. Because of this, it had an effect on his grades, and he ended up not getting a scholarship. So what he ended up doing was attending North Carolina Tech prep school as a quarterback. Like I said, he was he was a triathlete. He was doing all different types of positions. So as a quarterback, he had in 5 games, he had 1,247 passing yards and 11 touchdown throws, 451, my bad, rushing yards, 13 touchdowns within 5 games.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
No, for real. Crazy. This eventually earned him a scholarship to play at Florida International University, but he soon got expelled. Ultimately getting picked up by Central Michigan as a walk-on, but switched from quarterback to wide receiver. Led the conference in punt and kickoff returns. Had 100 receptions and 1,000 yards. And he spent his 3 years at Central Michigan. So that's where we get on to here. So this is very much widely considered a rose in a concrete situation. A man who kind of had a crazy home lifestyle, coming out of a crazy city known as Liberty City. I don't know if you know anything about Liberty City, but they say it's rough. They say, especially back in the day, it was real rough. I watched the interview. They said this is live or die out here. So, yeah. So, this is a true story of someone that kind of rose from limitations to get drafted. You could say he had some type of exposure to the league by his father, but they said that they didn't have the greatest relationship. So, AB in the NFL, he's known to have a relentless work ethic. So much so when in his debut in the NFL, he returned a kickoff for a touchdown. In 2012, he was the first player to have 1,000 returning yards and receiving yards in a season. The next year, he went back and broke every Steelers season receiving record in 2013. In 2014, 15, 16, 17, he just got better, breaking his own records. Widely considered the best receiver in the league. Unfortunately, around that 2016, 2017 year, I can't remember exactly, he took a big hit from Vontaze Burfict that a lot of people say that may have caused him to have CTE early or whatnot, or has led to the reasons why he acts the way he does. Is it my job to say? I don't know. I don't know if that has an effect on his mental. To Antonio Brown's credit, he said it was just a good hit.
Yeah, I going over Antonio Brown's track record, man, it's a very, very accomplished professional athlete, especially at his position. He's one of the best at his position. Very good work ethic. Very strategically sound as far as how he makes his moves, what he does. Even the so-called social media or antics that he does that garners attention from media or whatnot, all of those are planned out as well. To the viewers, it may be like crazy, but Antonio Brown is a very smart person, and there's a reason why he does everything he does. And as we see through Drew Watt's PowerPoint, what has led him to as far as his career goes.
Right. It's gonna be interesting because we're gonna go down this timeline. Do you remember the time when he sat down for that interview? He had the blonde mustache, and he was like, "I can retire today." And I'm good.
Yeah. That was the interview where they toured his house kind of a little bit, and he was talking about Ben Roethlisberger and their relationship or whatnot. Do you have that in here?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a pivotal
time.
Yeah, that's right before he goes to Oakland or Las Vegas.
Yeah, it was a very it was like right in between that time, and I was trying to find that interview, but I actually did find it, but not on YouTube, so I wasn't able to really just put it in here. So like going on, now we're going to kind of turn into the controversy, get a little bit more spicy. You know, as time went on, he started to have a little bit of beef or issues with his head coach and quarterback Ben. One of those being one of those issues, the early issues arise from him recording live streaming the locker room when Coach Mike Tomlin was speaking. So here it is. We'll be ready for that ass. Be cool on social media. This is about us. Nobody else, man. Meanwhile, he's live streaming on Facebook Live for everybody to see.
Man, yeah, looking back on Antonio Brown's decisions, bro, is really it's funny. How old he was in this video, he looked like around 20, late 20s.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of don't expect that type of behavior from somebody that's been in the league as long as him and knows the unspoken rules of football as far as the locker room goes.
That's what you were telling me earlier. You were saying back around like 2017, it was pretty much an unspoken rule to not really record in the locker room. Not so much how we have it today, where you know there are people on TikTok, we're on Instagram Reels and everything. This time around then, it was kind of taboo.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's always been like that up until you know this social media boom. You know what goes on in the locker room stays in the locker room type deal. Like you see how coaches talk. This is like these are things that only athletes that's played a while know. You know, your coach, he's going. So what? We get there. We touch down at 4:00 in the fucking morning. So what? Like those are the type of things that the masses are not used to. You know, we're used to the buttoned up Mike Tomlin that's talking, you know, respectfully or whatnot. But when you really get into these locker rooms, you really get to rapping with players and coaches. This is how they talk, bro. Like this is just they cussing. Fuck no, like you know they're going in.
Right.
You know, it's a very very masculine environment.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it's turning though. It's becoming more lenient as far as recording in the locker room and posting stuff and whatnot. You still got to be careful on what you post, but this Antonio Brown, I give it to him again. He's thinking ahead. He was one of the first people to start doing this.
Yeah, a true
as far as yeah, and he got in trouble for it. But like I said in the previous podcast we did a while ago, Antonio Brown, he's his own boss. You know, he tries to promote himself better than any company or any team can. And this was one of his antics. When you look back on it, you're like, you know, he was really setting himself up to be
where
pushed. Yeah, because he was making noise on the field. But as far as off the field, you know, there wasn't a lot of people that was like, oh, AB is this. And he was making noise, but, you know, I guess he felt like he needed that extra boost for people to actually, you know, start knowing his name.
To push up his, to the average person who ain't watching football, you know.
Right.
it's crazy because his record speaks for itself. It really does. Like, I mean, his stats speak for itself. And he, to me, someone who doesn't really watch NFL, he got nowhere near the type of exposure when he was out here just working on the field compared to what he was doing off the field, right? And I think that's on purpose. I think there's a reason for that. The media, we like negativity, or the media does. So
Yep.
because of this stunt, he was fined $10,000. They went on to lose to the Patriots in the playoffs, and Ben Roethlisberger publicly criticized him, which he later on came out and said that he regrets doing because it pretty much ruined the relationship. However, with all that being said, with all the drama going on and even falling out with Mike Tomlin, they still re-signed him going into 2018. And when 2018 came, it was more production. However, he was starting to get known for the controversy. They were showing him on the field throwing the Gatorade stands and stuff like that. So that was that was getting pushed, and not too much longer, this incident happened.
Landing on the pool deck, people scrambling.
Item after item, furniture falling at a luxurious hotel and condo, tossed into the pool area as families and sunbathers look up, then run from what's coming down. The man accused of throwing it that April day last year in Sunny Isles, NFL All-Pro and Miami native Antonio Brown.
Our lawsuit is about the damage that was done to the apartment on that day.
That's attorney George Minsky, who represents the company that owns the 14th floor mansions at Aquilina condo Brown rented in 2018. Minsky provided pictures of that trashed unit. Due to the destruction of the apartment Brown was renting for $35,000 a month, plaintiffs in the case filed in August of last year are seeking upwards of $15,000, but they say it's much more.
$35,000 a month.
Yeah, that's big paper right there. That's big cheese. Yeah, did you ever do any other, like, did you get any background information on why he threw the shit out the window?
On that one, no, I did not.
Yeah. Because it seemed the reporter said accusations, so it was just he was accused of doing it, but it wasn't like he was proven to do it.
Yeah.
Now, do I think he could have did something like this? Hell yeah. But I think you're gonna go on to state that he wasn't charged for this, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. From my understanding, a lot of the cases and a lot of the legal issues, it was settled outside of court because they said the father almost got hit that day, and that was like settled outside of court. So it seemed like he, took some money under the table.
Yeah.
Wallet.
Yeah. Shoot, this was this was one of those situations. This is like the spark. This is what started it off, kind of, besides the social media thing.
100%. 100. This is the spark. So from here, he later on skipped practice, got suspended for a game in which he sat out on the bench, and which they say would be his last game as a Steeler. He still his uniform. As a Steeler to this day, he is the second-time he's the second-time leader in Steelers history for receiving yards. There was a deal that was supposed to be struck for him to go to the Buffalo Bills, but he came out on social media, quoted as fake news, trolled him a little bit, and the deal ultimately did not get done. Eventually, AB became a Raider. What I was telling you is like he looked happy, man. Everything was good. Everything looks good. I remember this moment. It was a big deal. It seemed like he wanted to be there. It seemed like he wanted to play under Derek Carr. He wanted Derek Carr to be his quarterback, and then everything seemed like it was going to work out in the end. I think the Raiders had just went to Las Vegas, so it was something. It was something to look forward to.
Excited to be here, man. I'm extremely grateful. And, I'm looking to get things started. Back to the Raiders facility, baby.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Love you, bro.
He might be the only Raider fan that got that autograph.
Yeah. That boy was in and out.
No way to work, man.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
man.
Have a
All
good
day.
day.
Raider Nation, welcome.
Love you, bro. That's a stud right here. You saw the stud. I need to meet John Madden. But Tim Brown, Tim up here? Fred Biletnikoff. Who's next? That's nice.
Jerry Rice there.
A lot of great players come to Oakland. Spain. Hey, yo, Mr. Mayor, I can see it. That's the opportunity.
Dude, you look good in black.
I feel good, man.
This is awesome. Look at those
I'm
shoes.
excited, man.
What are you wearing?
A little bit of Gucci, a little bit of that.
That's cool. You were a 6th round pick. I was a 10th round pick.
Ah, like they 12 rounds.
Well, yeah, that's right. They had
Come on, I
12.
got a little history.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's crazy.
So a couple kind of late slappies. And look at this
Yeah,
now.
let's make it work.
Hey, we got 4 draft picks in the first 35, so
Okay.
we're gonna need you to kind
Nelson?
of be, their mentor and helping them out a little bit, man.
I'm here to lead it and take this thing
Right?
over.
Because I
Whatever you need
watched you
from me,
practice.
whatever you need from me, I'll take this thing by whole. How you doing?
We got some young guys coming in, Tay. We need you to be a mentor to them.
And I don't think Antonio Brown's a guy that off the field and on the field, I think he's a good mentor. He definitely and put in countless hours of work, grinding, off season grinding.
Oh yeah, the work ethic is there.
Yeah. But as far as his mindset, and this is kind of just this is a 2-dimensional perspective breakdown, So he is reasons why Antonio Brown thinks the way he does. But yeah, bro, I wouldn't have him as a mentor to none of my younger players off the field, but on the field, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this is a question. Do you even think he can truly be a mentor even on the field, or do you just think he's just like a generational talent that knows how to put in that type of work for himself more so than being able to show anybody else how to get to that point?
I think he can be a good mentor on the field. His work speaks for itself. He has the records at Pittsburgh. He's a dominant receiver, now a Super Bowl champ. He definitely has the formula to being a good receiver.
Right.
But as a receiver that's now playing professionally and in college, it takes more than just on the field work to be an overall all around good player or even a good person. But as far as on the field, yeah, I think he'll be a good mentor.
Yeah. So hopefully so, man. Hopefully so. So that was March. He was sent to the Raiders in March. Unfortunately, and I showed that clip of him talking to that's the GM, right?
Murdoch. Murdoch or something?
Yeah, Murdoch. You saw the relationship right there. They hugged up. It seemed like it's good. It seemed like it was a perfect fit, right? Boy, did a bunch of events happen that swayed that relationship. So let me go down the timeline real quick before I go to the next PowerPoint. He couldn't attend the camp because of frostbite on his feet, so that had him miss some practice games. And miss some practice. Eventually, when he healed up, he refused to wear the new NFL helmets. Oh, this makes me I just remember. I forgot to put in there. Remember when he was practicing with the bricks and the little Stacey Adams?
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
I'm gonna have to show that at the end. I forgot to post that shit. Oh boy. He was like in some Stacey Adams, and he was like with some bricks or something. Like he was like, I don't know. Yeah. It was around this time. So yeah, he refused to wear the NFL helmets. He filed a grievance, then lost. He later refused to attend practice after it. He was fined $40,000 for missing practice. Went on to talk shit on social media. And then he ended up calling the GM a cracker. Called him a racist ass cracker.
Oh man.
Ultimately, he ended up apologizing for it.
He has since refollowed the Raiders Instagram, posted, "You can hold me down through these times or be another victim to my stubborn pride."
You know who said that, right?
It looked like Nip.
Yeah, shout out to the late great Nip. And shout out to Nip just because he dropped Victory Lap on this day 3 years ago.
Also said this on camera after practice.
I'm excited to be out here today. I want to apologize to my teammates, organization. Enough talk, man. I'm excited to be out here with my teammates. Grateful for all the fans. And I'm excited to be a part of the race and see you guys soon.
The next day he requested a trade.
Well, his character, boy.
Now we catching up. We remembering, and then we got this legendary video.
Hey, Lance, let me see it.
Look at Adam Schefter.
The Raiders free!
Oh, fucking nigga.
Let's go! Let's go! Oh, I'm free. Oh.
About to call Granny.
Grandma, they freed me! They freed me, Grandma! Oh, God, it's the greatest.
Man, this man's funny as hell, bro. Watching this again still makes me laugh, nigga.
How can you not laugh, bro? It's funny. Signed to the Raiders. I mean, signed to the Patriots. Signed to the Patriots. Played one game. 4 catches, 56 yards, touchdown, 5-yard rush, and a 43-0 victory. It didn't last long. He was later released after allegations of sexual assault from his former trainer. And what came of that was that this was on September 20th, and what came of that followed some text messages. And I really want to give you the honors because you on the podcast, you're the one who read this off the first time. You got to give me that same energy, that I bust on your back energy.
Oh man, this is legendary right here. Dude. This is legendary. All right, my boy AB. I jacked my dick on your back, slept you in bed. Fuck your knowledge, bitch. I've been all pro before I even knew you. You hit me up online, bitch, crying. I didn't hit you up. You never left my house. Since you had hotel, you feel a nigga sleep on my couch. Fuck out of here. My baby mama trick your dumb ass. Blast me your failure telling everybody you own a gym. Where you gonna blast? Don't fucking write my phone line, bitch. Thought it was easy to get a come up using Allah's fake ass hoe. You and your mama thought y'all hoes had a come up. Fuck out of here. Don't write my team. Man, you want me to read the whole thing, bro?
I can read the second part.
Man, go ahead. Go ahead and add your flavor to it.
I gotta grab the mic. Thanks for giving us control over your life for 3 weeks. Next time you and your mama plotting on a come up, Make sure all you hoes pick the right man, dumbass hoes. Maybe somebody already fucked your mama controlling your life. Already fucked your mama controlling your life. Like she gonna help the come up. You failed as a gymnastics. You a nobody. Me and my niggas laugh. I guess that's what it says. Me and my niggas laugh about this shit. Me busting on your back. I let him know when I'm bored. You a disgrace to little girls. You a failed gymnast living in the past at your mama house with your mama. Luckily, I showed you around. You're welcome. My baby mama know a weak bitch when she spot one. You played yourself. Bro, that shit's still funny to this day.
Man,
It's hilarious when it dropped. It's still funny to this day.
yeah, niggas forget. They forget, man. That right there was that you know, it's like you didn't think it could get more funnier. The antics that he was doing, but nigga, Antonio Brown, he doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So
I think the killer line for me was you're a disgrace to little girls.
man,
I just
again, another accusation. Nothing that was ever proven.
nothing that
you
was
know?
this was an exact, and I was gonna tell you because she came in for a civil.
Yeah.
More women came out with similar allegations, but yet nothing came out of these allegations.
Yeah. So I mean, your boy 2-0. He 2-0.
You know,
I think he ends up pleading guilty to that police thing that happened with his moving his furniture and stuff.
oh yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I already know you got that. I already know that's next. I already know that's next.
Coming, baby. We gonna keep it wrapping up. We're gonna keep it moving. So he ends up getting into it with his baby mother. Not long from now. This is a man, he's not in the NFL, and still the shit's still going. So let's get to it.
Fucking people can't do nothing. You fucking white fish ball, get the fuck out of here, you bitch. Come on, Polo. The fuck out of here. Fucking police can't have that, you fucking bitch ass law. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking pussies. Fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck on my property, you pussies.
Your kids
Fuck
are
out
right
of here.
there.
I love you, Poppy. I love you. Go in them bitch ass police. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch ass little cop. Look at the little cop. You wish you could take me, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Yeah, get in the back of the police car, fishbowl, and you ain't leaving with shit. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, you bum.
Woo!
Bitch trying to come to steal. Bitch, you gonna leave in the police car. Fuck out of here. Hollywood police, get the fuck out of here. Bitch ass niggas, get out of here.
Hey, bro, listen. Up until this point, that's what I'm saying, bro. I keep saying AB is one of the first that I ever seen to have this much leverage on the football field that he can act like this.
Oh,
You
bro.
know, he's one of the first people that I know that has act like this and is a Super Bowl champ afterwards. Like, who else you know has had this, especially as a black man, bro, has had all these antics happen and still, you know, balling or still playing in the league. You really can't name a lot of them, if any.
And this was in a matter of such a short time span.
It was back to back, back to back to back.
And it's like,
you
know, this is following the Colin Kaepernick and the whole everything that happened with that. And I remember thinking like, yo, this man is not getting back into the league. Like, I mean, I'm talking about from the grievances, the frostbites, the missing practices, the suspensions. It's like you off the field, the talking shit. He went on to talk shit about Robert Kraft. Like,
Yeah, that's what that's that's why I say, bro, this is a 2-dimensional breakdown. But I know on your future platforms we're gonna have some more 3-dimensional breakdowns on stuff. But
And why stuff
it's more to the story than just the surface, as you can see, bro. Again, you can't even deny it. Like, man, you can't do this shit and be a Super Bowl champ at the end of the day, bro. But I'm not gonna say that because obviously I've been proven wrong. Your boy AB, he did it. He did it. So I mean, like I said earlier, he's one of the first people to do a lot of things as far as we haven't seen before. And this is one of those things. He's very strategic. He's good at promoting himself. He knows how to manipulate certain energy to put out, and to elevate himself to where he wants to go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know anybody can get away with this at the lowest level. At the lowest level of sports. So it's interesting to see how this came about. And so that was that incident. The second one was with the moving truck.
Good afternoon. The arrest warrant remains open for former NFL All-Pro wide receiver Antonio Brown. No sign of him here today so far. The Hollywood Police Department investigators say this stems from an incident at his home in Hollywood on Tuesday. That's when a delivery driver tried to deliver some of Brown's items from California. Police say Brown apparently refused to pay, threw a rock at the delivery truck, caused some damage to it. The driver agreed to come back. The driver said that Brown then grabbed him and pulled on him, causing some scratches on him. Police were called. When they arrived, investigators say Brown went into his home and did not come out. Today, TMZ Sports got hold of the 911 calls in the case. The delivery driver told the 911 call taker that he thought Brown was high.
To fight, he throws stones in my truck, and it's company's truck. So I need the policeman. I need to make a report.
Police say Brown is wanted on 3 criminal charges. And just before we came on air, I reached out to the spokesperson here at the Hollywood Police Department to see if there were any updates on when or where Brown might turn himself in.
So what I didn't do, of course, this led to him being arrested for burglary with assault or battery, burglary of an unoccupied convenience, and criminal mischief. What I didn't do was post the arrest picture. It's it's wildly. Anybody can go look it up. With him standing in the court, him standing in front of the judge. I just ain't want to do it like that. But not much longer, he was pretty much a free agent. And we know.
Well, hold up. You got to comment on what happened with the court case. Was he proven guilty, or what happened with that? He had to.
I might look. I actually looked at it, but I really can't remember off the top of my head right now. He might have actually got charged for that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he might have actually got charged for that one. Let me see. But it's just wild that okay. He gets 2 years of probation after pleading no contest in truck driver battery case. Must also complete 100 hours of community service. And was also ordered to stay away from 2 victims associated with the case. So it's just like time after time after time, my man is dodging. He's bobbing and weaving through these cases, bobbing and weaving through these lawsuits, these fines. I mean, in every which way, he's being a menace. But Antonio Brown definitely has something to say to his haters.
Chaos. Agent of chaos.
Agent of chaos. But you know what he got to say to all of us who think of him like that?
Rules and regulations, it's going to be scrutiny, but
I haven't done anything that bad. You know, I think I showed some bad emotions and some bad situations, but for the most part,
The bag of penises was kind of, you know.
I'm doing that for
Bag
Valentine's.
of dicks.
I'm doing that for Valentine's Day
I
tomorrow.
bought you guys a gift. Matter of fact, man. Bought you a gift, man. Look, see what you got.
See what you got.
What you got, baby. That's for the haters, though, Emmy. That's for the haters, Emmy. I know Charlamagne giving out a lot of ass, you know. Oh, man.
Hey, I'm re-gifting this tomorrow.
I know Charlamagne be giving out a whole lot of ass. You know,
Damn.
I don't know what that means when he said, I know Charlamagne be giving out a whole lot of ash. Ash. I don't know what he be I don't know what he's saying. You know, this was like back in February when he came out with this. So he still was a free agent. He hadn't got picked up yet. But I also thought he kind of spoke some things I wanted to show you, kind of spoke some things into existence.
But all the time.
I saw you do an interview with Low Management, and you said you definitely want to play in the NFL again, but you really want to play with Tom Brady. Why Tom Brady?
Well, you know, you got to have a relationship with the quarterback. You know, quarterback is everything, especially for a wide receiver. You got to, you know, have a relationship with the quarterback, depending on him. So I just think Tom, a special quarterback, his leadership and him affecting the guys around him, and just putting players at peace and wanting to, you know, encouraging them to work as hard as he worked.
When you played one game for the Patriots, did you build a relationship with him when you were there?
Yeah, I think we built a good relationship. I think 10 days I was there, you know, kind of gave him a glimpse of where I'm about, you know, how I come to work and who I am.
Have y'all maintained a relationship? Y'all speak now?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what's up. What kind of words of encouragement does he give you?
Well, he just we talk about you know, APG, you know, appreciation, perspective, and gratitude. You know, it's easy to get emotional, angry at things, you know, and then sometimes you hold things in. Then you know, the emotion become angry, then you can react, you know, not in the right way. So trying to just remember that mentality, the APG, just keeping that good attitude in the midst of anything.
Have y'all spoken about playing?
Yeah, he
Hold on.
We would like to make it happen, but you know.
Did he tell you what team it would be?
All right, you got
Yeah, Tom Brady. I know when AB went to the Bucks, Tom Brady was texted Antonio Brown every morning, I think, something like that. And while he was with the Patriots, I think AB was staying with Tom Brady.
Wow.
Yeah, at his house. You know, it's really funny looking back at everything that happened with AB. One thing that I was gonna say at the end of this podcast is that I applaud AB for how much belief he has in himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because in order to act like this, you got to have a strong belief that you're going to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. You know, because a lot of people, they're going to kind of walk a tight line because they're afraid of falling off or offending this person, offending that person. AB don't care. AB his own boss.
Mm-hmm.
AB gonna make it happen. So I applaud AB for that.
Yeah, you said it from the jump. He's his own boss. He knows what he's doing. You know, it's interesting. It was interesting to hear this perspective. And I would also say that Tom Brady was the right person to gravitate around. If anybody in this league to gravitate, and I think you can relate as a wide receiver yourself, it's all about having that relationship with the quarterback. Oh
yeah, man. You don't have a relationship with the QB, it's gonna make it that much harder for you to get the ball. Y'all gotta be on the same page, and then it makes it even more dynamic when you can get on the same page off the field. Because it just makes it that much easier when y'all get on the field.
Yeah, right. And especially coming back from how he was doing. I think there was a situation when him and Ben Roethlisberger where he ran the wrong route and Ben was like, get him out of here. And, you know, At one point they had a good relationship, but then it just got sour. So this is also around the time where his agent came out and was like, I'm done with him as well. So it was a lot of people against him. And I'm gonna just show that small clip as well.
Many doors are closed on you that your agent put that out there.
Nah, but you know, in actuality, we never really was under any contract or nothing on paper. You know, that's just the negativity of being in the position I'm in. Everyone want to run to the public. So for me, it encouraging me to, you know, to want to show people, you know, my side, because, you know, public perception seems to be everything. You know, when people write these stories and put negative things out there about me, you know, I can't write the stories to protect myself or to change the narrative. You know, I'm just the person to sit back and deal with the consequences of what's been put out. So for me, you know, it's unfair because, you know, no matter if it's right or wrong, as long as it's out, people condemn me for it, and I have to come and be an advocate to try to protect myself in regards of it. So, you know, that's why I'm grateful to be here with you guys to do the interview and communicate to allow people to know.
Control your own narrative.
Exactly.
How you feel about Drew Rosenhaus?
Yeah. So that's where he was at that time. Eventually, also he was also, if he were to come back to the NFL, he had to serve an 8-game suspension, or the first 8 weeks, one would say. So, you know, I'm not saying the rest was history, but signed 1-year contract with the team. Reunited with his former offensive coordinator, which was the Tampa Bay Bucks head coach, Bruce Aaron. So they worked together back in Pittsburgh. Oh, before I even get to that, ultimately he came back in week 9 versus the New Orleans Saints, targeted 5 times, caught 3 passes for 31 yards in a loss. In about week 10, he paid the Panthers. Brown caught 7 passes for 69 yards in a 46-23 victory. The next day, it was actually reported on November 16, 2020, that Brown destroyed a security camera and threw a bicycle at a security guard at his home on October 15, 2020. Yeah, bro. I mean, overall, he finished the 2020 season with 45 receptions, 483 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns. Mind you that he didn't even come in till the 9th week. In the Super Bowl, Brown scored the 3rd touchdown of the game with a 1-yard reception from Tom Brady, went on to secure his first ever Super Bowl championship. So it leads me into this one. Is there a lesson in this? Can an average person, take anything from this? Or is it kind of one of those things where it's like an isolated case?
Man, I mean, me personally, I think you can take a lot from AB's career so far. But I'll let you go ahead and give your 2 cents first.
I just think it's an interesting case study. A lot of people don't usually get a 3rd, 4th, 5th chance, especially when you in the media, especially when you're a black athlete. Even Draymond came out today or last night, and was talking about the hypocrisy of when an athlete, you know, wants a trade, or when an athlete's unhappy, how the media kills them compared to when the ownership or the organization wants to get rid of somebody. And, you know, I never thought that he was going to come back into the league. And when he came back, he was quiet, handled his business, and he won him a championship. I was talking to my grandfather about that. And it was just, you know, my hope is that he changed. My hope is that he'll be back. He signed a 1-year deal. So my hope, I think Tampa Bay is a good spot for him, being that he's a Miami kid. It's kind of like you going back to your played, got denied college ball in Florida. And so now you won a championship in your home state. So it's kind of like you're a hometown hero, and you're right. He still lives in Miami. So I feel like he's happy. As far as a lesson from my own personal life, I don't think I can take anything from this in my own life. I think it's just interesting to look at. I think it's also, we are human. And so, if there's ever a time where I'm 32 years old and I'm throwing furniture out of my house and I'm talking shit to the police, you just gotta know that it's like, hey, that don't define me. We are human, so we tend to make mistakes. So that's why I didn't want to bash him. However, this was a funny and an entertaining topic. His life has been pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
He doesn't cease to entertain. Would I see myself acting like that? No, but a lot of people do act like that. And a lot of times people don't get different chances.
Right.
Plenty of articles about him, the rise and the fall of Antonio Brown, but he pretty much got the last laugh, if you ask me. At least in 2020, we'll see what comes of it. I don't think he's out the media just, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's true, man. Everything that you just stated, I would state the same things. First and foremost, I want to again say, I appreciate you, fam, for bringing me back on so we could relive these stories that we commented on throughout the segments that we recorded. Beginning of Flavor in Your Ear, all the flavor we dropped regarding Antonio Brown throughout all of 2020, 2019. But yeah, looking back on it, it definitely are some lessons to me. One of the big ones is that you're only done when you say you're done.
True.
In anything. Antonio Brown wasn't ready to give up on what he wanted to do, and he persevered through all the little incidents that happened with him, whether they were written into his script or not. They just happened by happenstance. He still took the proper steps to get to where he wanted to go, and ultimately he's a Super Bowl champ. So congratulations to that brother for accomplishing that goal. That's a very prestigious accomplishment, and a lot of people on this planet don't get to accomplish that thing. As far as my life personally, just as you stated, I wouldn't act like this, or I would say that I would try my best. You never know what happens in life, but I would try my best not to do some of the things that Antonio Brown has done as far as the way he's acted when certain situations are presented to him. But being your own boss, man, believing in yourself, being your own boss. Antonio Brown is a prime example of having a rulership class mentality. You could tell by his demeanor, you can tell by the things he does, the way he talks, how he handles his business, how he works. You could tell that he thinks on a kingly mental state. And for those of us that desire to be on that level, I think that he's a good example to look at as far as the confidence and how putting in the work allows you to build that confidence. Now, how we go about handling situations that are presented to us is a different topic or a different thing that we could talk about a different time. But I do think that he is a good example on having that rulership mentality and being the ruler of your life and the leader of those around you, family, teammates, whatever that may be. And then producing results, showing people, hey, I'm that guy.
Correct.
I'm a Super Bowl champ. I hold records. Like, yeah, I may have some mistakes or whatnot, but my work speaks for itself.
Yeah, you can't deny what I've done. You can't deny my impact.
You can't.
And so like I said, bro, I appreciate you coming back, doing this with me. Appreciate you having the patience to do this. And I think we had a good one. I think we broke this down better than any commentator on ESPN. You know, everybody has their narratives and their agendas for how they want to put somebody out. I think we built them up, talked about the downfalls, and then at the end, we spoke good on his name. So maybe he'll come across this and want to sit down with us. But
man, wouldn't that be
crazy?
That would be crazy.
That'd take us to the next level.
Yeah.
And that'd be a fun show. So this is how I'm gonna end it, and we're gonna show y'all Antonio Brown telling all your haters to eat a dick. Love. Now you could enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Indeed, indeed.
And you did it without the Raiders, without the Bills, and without Ben.
Shout out AB, man. Shout out AB.
So shout out to anybody that watches this and watched it to the end. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to you, bro. And you know, like I said, go on, hit the like, comment, subscribe button. It make a big difference. Share this with anybody that you feel this is necessary to share it with. If you enjoyed yourself, let us know. Follow the Instagram at Flavor in Your Ear. That's FLABR in your ear. And go and check out the podcast. It's on Apple, Spotify, Google Playlists. Check it out, man. We here to stay, and we here to bring you guys good content. I plan to do this a lot more on different subjects, but this is the first one, and I thought we'd have a fun time with this one. Started off easy, and it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. Like Antonio Brown, we not stopping. So I wish you the best, bro, with your football career moving forward. And
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
You know, I'm excited for what the future gonna bring. 2021, man. Let's do this.
Yep, let's do it.
But yeah, that's that, man. And we'll catch y'all on the next side, man. Peace.
Yeah, I'm back, bitch. YSP. It's safe to say, it ain't safe to say. But I'm about to say a whole lot. I'm gonna start by saying this though.